We have Mike Miller here, the CEO of Capital Market Funding. Today we're doing Torey's Top 10 Questions. These are just standard questions that I ask many successful people to kind of see how they gauge their responses. First off, Mike, what was your first job?
My first job was carrying newspapers when I was about 10 years old in Walnut Creek around the neighborhood. Get up at like 5 in the morning, and my dad would help me fold the papers, and I'd walk around the neighborhood in the dark and throw those on people's porches.
And you were how old, you said?
I was probably about 10, yeah.
Okay. What is your favorite quote?
Every morning in Africa, a lion wakes up, and it knows it must run faster than the slowest antelope, or it will not eat. That same morning, an antelope wakes up. It knows that it must run faster than the fastest lion, or else it will not survive. The point of the story is, when you wake up, you better start running.
Perfect segue. What time do you wake up every workday?
I wake up at about 5 in the morning. Well, 4 to 5. Just depends on if I'm going to work out, but I'm a pretty early riser.
Okay. What is your favorite book?
Right now, I'd have to say it's The Four Agreements, because it's about personal accountability and communicating with yourself and being true to yourself and having agreements with yourself that are very positive.
Sounds good. Do you keep a personal journal, Mike? And if so, what kind of things do you log?
I wouldn't call it a journal. I do keep a small booklet by my bed, and so, before I go to sleep, or sometimes in the middle of the night, I'll make notes of, things that come to me, things that I want to explore, things that I think might be profound, or messages that I get from who knows where that I just think I should make a note of.
Perfect. Just little tidbits.
Yeah.
What is the single best advice you can give to another colleague?
Well, in our industry, I would say take action in spite of any fear that you might have, and to develop your courage, because most of the things that you're afraid of never come to pass.
Excellent. Here's a tough one. Can anyone else do your job as well as you can? And who and why? Okay.
Yes, I think a lot of people could do my job as well as I can if they are committed to, performing in a certain way. You can easily duplicate what we do or what I do. You wouldn't necessarily do it the same way, but you could do it their own way, and they would be as good at it.
Like what name comes to mind?
Who? What person?
Sure, a person.
Anybody. I mean, anybody that gets the necessary training to perform a skill or develop a skill can do it. You're going to bring your own personality to the whatever you're doing, but the technical parts can be replicated pretty easily from person to person.
Okay. Who is your role model, Mike?
That's a tough one because I don't look up to many people, but I really like Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Enterprises, and I like the way he's been successful, yet he is very relaxed, and he's always smiling, and he has a really good time while he's working.
Perfect, and that's what you want to reflect?
I'd like to be like him.
Excellent. What motivates you to go to work every day?
Well, I have people at the office that I look out for, that are counting on me, that look to me for guidance. But really what motivates me is my wife and my children, gets me up out of bed, gets me down to the office early, and makes me, make that last phone call every day. In sales, you're always looking for the next client. Got it.
All right, here's the last question, Mike. If somebody wrote a book about you, what would it be titled?
I'd have to say The Enigma, because, if you look at my roots and where I came from, people wouldn't really see how I was able to accomplish what I have. But with what limited schooling I've had and education I've had, I've, done pretty well within the mortgage business.
Excellent. Well, that concludes Torey's Top 10.